Soulseers, and welcome to SeeJamieSim. I'm Jamie, and today we're going to be working on a collab with Niscenna and Pretty Poison Simming, Rainbow Cat Mama, Velvet Bee, and a few others on building two different houses. So I am currently building a nursery that will go into one of the collab houses that we're doing. We don't actually know which house it's going to be in. So this is a lot of guesswork on our part. I actually chose, I think this is room 18 and it's bedroom number 6. So I decided to make it into a nursery. So here we are, just kind of getting everything together in this L-shaped room. To me, it looks like it's going to open up into a, maybe from a stairwell, because it does have a door on that side, and the red walls we're going to have doors and the green walls are like an opening. So right on the wall to the other side of the chair there, that's where it's going to open at. So it's going to be like an open room. So you can kind of see the green there. So yeah, so just trying to build a nice nursery in this throughway. So newborn and infant. I'm always like half thinking of, maybe I should put this for toddlers, maybe I should put this, but I do decide to stick with just having the kind of not real toys, but kind of okay toys. And the storybook nursery stuff is in here. So here we are, just kind of trying to position stuff. Even though we don't have a toddler room, I do put in the toddler blocks, just in case. I decide that I don't like that particular bassinet, so I replace it with, I think it's the Magical Realm one, but I honestly cannot remember. So here we are, making it all pink and trying to put some stuff on the walls. And it's been pretty fun trying to guess what this room is actually going to be. So we have, the storybook nursery stuff, trying to decide where I'm going to put all these balloons, because there are balloons hanging down from the ceiling, and there are, just kind of deciding how we're going to decorate this particular space. You can see the green there, that's where it's going to be open at. And I decide that it's going to kind of look like a Ritzy Ritz kind of nursery, so I end up putting some paintings on the walls. And there is no windows in this room. At least I didn't have any prompts to put in windows, so if there are, they'll be coming later. Just because we don't know which one of the houses we're going to be in. We didn't really know how to decorate for windows. Anyway, so this is kind of my rendition of an ideal nursery. Just really nice, classy, a good mix of just pink and kind of whites, and what I would kind of look forward to if I were, doing a whole shabam here. And I do end up building another nursery. It will be in my series 100 Days of Sims Builds. So I already have my the first day, which is the Ideal Boy Nursery. The day 2 is going to be Ideal Girl Nursery. So if you do want to see me build another nursery, I do have that. Will probably be up a little bit later, just something for you to look forward to. And here we are getting just trying to make it look classy without making it too busy. I mean, ideally you wouldn't want your kid to get into too many plants, so I like to think that it is not poisonous to little people. So that will be good. And here is a bookshelf. And yeah, so here's our little nursery. We're just gonna put in these rainbow carpets because I think it just flows better than they did before. And just moving a couple of things around just to hide the seams. And yeah, so this is our little nursery with a few, different toys, and here we are. And so now we're going to be getting into our second room, which is a boho bedroom. Really, this ends up being more of a plant room than anything else, but I like to think that this kind of collection of stuff is kind of boho. At least what I think of it. But yeah, so we have the wood paneling on the walls and the wood paneling on the floor. I try and see if I want a focus like that, but I decide that I'm not really digging it at all. After I look at it and move stuff, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. So here we are. Hate that too. Yeah, so we end up taking some of the for rent stuff, which, I always kind of think of boho as traveling and, lots of plants and maybe some dream catchers and macrame and all sorts of things. So this is kind of how we're decorating it over here. And again, I don't know where the windows will be, so I do know that this is a room and not open on one side, so I put the door where the red was. That was where it's kind of needed to be. And here we are, just kind of, hanging out with all of our plant people. And that is the from the retro kitsch kit. I forget what it's called, but that's the fireplace from that. And we're just decorating, just choosing all sorts of little crazy plant things and, just trying to fit it in here as best we can. And this room actually ends up being super cute. I really, really like it. And I like the strange collections of things, and I just really enjoyed it a lot. And there's that businesses and hobbies plant doing a lot of heavy lifting. And we're just trying to get all of the clutter in here. And yeah, so we got that going on, and just kind of putting stuff in random places, and just trying to make it look as nice and as a collection of random things as possible. So we got the pillows on the floor, and we have this dresser here to match the other wooden accents, since this is a lot of green and brown. Yeah, so just kind of a big collection of things, and it's kind of wherever we can put it. A lot of the stuff that I would normally put on shelves, I end up putting on the floor. We have a nice little box there that's sitting on the end of the bed. And that old phone, which just tickles me, so I decided to keep that. And we put the collections from Crystal Creations, and the small cow plant, which is also super great. Those are also on the floor, but they're the same sort of gold framing with glass. So yeah, just looking for a couple of other things just to fill out the room and make it look complete. But this isn't a super big room, so it was a little hard to decide where things were going because I still needed to be able to, you know, get around the room, and at least where the Sims could possibly, you know, just move around places. I tried to leave a little bit of space in case there was a window that needed to go here, so, and I wasn't 100% sure which wall it would be on, so I wanted to make that, you know, yeah, so there we are, just kind of changing places with some stuff, and there we go. So we have the crystal ball and the candles, and we have a lot of the for rent stuff. We have the bed from Solani or Island Living. Now I'm just trying to find the perfect rug, which, you know, happens pretty quickly. Yeah, so this is the boho bedroom, and again, this is a collab that's happening with Niscenna and Pretty Poison Simming and Velvet Bee, Rainbow Cat Mama, Ravi, and quite a few others. So if you have seen their builds, we're all working on the same house. We actually have done portrait studios and malls and all sorts of other things together. So this is just part of the collab. So this is the boho bedroom. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Thanks for joining us today. If you liked the video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to see another video, you can go ahead and click in the top right-hand corner under Want to See More. I am SeeJamieSim on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and Blue Sky.